Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rage, and we are back today to break down the Ancient Ones free-to-play event that is actually going to be starting today. So, if you recall from the Marvel Strike Force blog post, this is the breakdown of the event itself. It's called Galactic Awakening. Essentially utilizing a mixture here of different points to add up to the overall milestone, but you can see the overall breakdown is as follows. Using as astral characters, clearing enemy waves in Battle World, you're going to be getting some bonus points for that. You're also going to be earning Shadow Orb fragments from farming campaign nodes, which is typically what we've been doing for the last couple weeks as well, using campaign energy. Now you can see the big rewards obviously here includes Ancient One, Crimson Skill Gear, and Diamond Orb fragments. On top of that, there's also the monthly Cosmic Key and turkeys. Now keep in mind, you may not need this already if you already completed the monthly event, but more importantly, if you guys have not unlocked Ancient One, this is going to be a really nice opportunity to get more shards of her, as there's actually 100 shards located in this event, as we've seen kind of with the past events whenever they do run these things for the characters. Now, having said that, there's also a second component of the event that is tied back. It's going to give you a pretty good amount of portion of points here as well, which is why you want to be mindful. And similar to the past few weeks, it's called Stellar Conquest. Essentially spending turkeys to advance through the milestones, and this is done through the way of just making sure that you're spending the turkey in the store, and that way when you do it, it's going to be adding points. So here, the chart for as follows. There's actually a total of 32,000 points here that's going to be adding in combination of the Shadow Orb fragments and as well as the Galactic Awakening milestone points. And as you can see, you only need to spend about 300,000 over the span of the 7 to 8 days that this event typically runs for. So pretty easy, honestly. Make sure you take advantage. That's a really big difference here. But more importantly, now we have to ask the question, how free to play is this event? Is it similar to what we've seen in the past? So this is the chart for the event right here. So a lot of information going on, obviously, but I do want to pivot here and make sure you focus in on obviously the turkeys, because that's going to be adding an opportunity for you to spend that obviously in the store, but as well the Cosmic Key for the monthly item, and more importantly the Ancient One shard. So you can see there's 5 shards there, another 10 right there, another 20, and then below the Cosmic Key, this is going to be where you want to be aiming for a significant amount of shards for Ancient One, right? 25 right after the Cosmic Key and 40 right after you're able to hit that, in addition to obviously Crimson Gear, some gold boosts, and as well taking a look at the milestone breakdown points here is also provided. So when you clear the waves in Battle World, it's going to give you a total of 90,000. So just got to make sure you're participating and obviously doing your due diligence. The earning of these Shadow Orb fragments we've seen from these past campaign events, they typically are 3 points per, 4 points per. So just to be conservative, we're probably just going to use the 3 as well. If you do pay for this, the Moon Dragon Awakening Orb, that's 20,000 right there. And then finally, using Astral in Battle World over the span of the 6-day event, usually for Battle World, that's going to give you 16,000. So overall, a lot of good points to be had. And as you can see, typically events run for 7 days, but this one actually runs for 8 days. So we get an extra actual little boost there. So how does this look in terms of the math, guys? Here you go. Again, Galactic Awakening event. 8 days running, and we're going to be assuming that we're using 3 points per energy being spent. That's going to get us close to 15,000 points just there. As noted in my summary earlier, the Battle World, 90,000 points is going to be available there. With Astral usage in the clearing of those waves, it's going to give you another 16,000. Then we have the free claim, which typically is around 500 points per day, giving you a total of 3,500 there. And then finally, as we alluded earlier, the web milestone is also going to give you 32,000. So when you put all this together, we're going to be north of 156,000 points. And as you can see right here, guys, from the milestone breakdowns, 88,000 points is all you really need for Cosmic Key, which is the monthly item, plus 35 shards of Ancient One. If you can boost this to 127,000, it's going to give you an extra 25 shards of Ancient One. So that's 60 points right there off the bag. And then if you are able to elevate a little bit more, maybe using some power cores for campaign energy, that's going to get you close to 162,000 for the last and final 40 shards there of the Ancient One. So having said that, guys, my calculation here does not use any power cores whatsoever, because that's honestly the most important resource in the game right now. So for the purpose of this and what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be gunning for, similar to last week when we went for both this is going to be very, very similar. So we're just going to be, going for the 60 shards because it's worthwhile, and as well, doesn't cost us anything. And at the same time, that's all we kind of need right now, to be honest. So yeah, that's my game plan, guys. I'm going to be going for the 60 shards free to play. If we can boost a little bit higher, great. But otherwise, I'm not spending any cores for this event because there's really no point, honestly. And especially since, although we need this team for Battle Royale, unless you're doing this in the highest difficulty, it may or may not be worthwhile. But at the same time, we have to take advantage of the available shards here as well. Don't forget, there's usually other offerings as well in the way of, the strike pass and battle pass if you're patient. There's just no specific requirement to have this team yet, such as for like a legendary event or some sort of pocket dimension, source satellite, and so forth, escape from kiln. Perhaps that's going to be in the future, but in the meantime, 60 shards is a lot of shards already, and then obviously having those other orbs that are giving us that slow drip can also get you there. So yeah, that's my game plan, guys. I'm going to be going for the 60 shards, no power cores, and just making sure that I hit all of these different scoring methods, because obviously that's going to make sure that we can get the guaranteed unlock if you haven't already. So that's my thoughts, guys. Let me know what your game plan is, what you're planning to do. Thank you for your time as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.